In today's world, it's hard to imagine life without social media. With a simple swipe or click, we're connected to people across the globe. We can see what's trending, and we're exposed to information good and bad at the touch of a button. But have you ever wondered, how is all of this constant connection affecting your brain? The truth might shock you. The dark side of social media isn't just about cyberbullying or fake news. It's much more profound, more subtle, and more dangerous than you think. Social media isn't just changing the way we connect, it's literally rewiring our brains. It's not a new idea. For years, psychologists and neuroscientists have been warning us about the hidden dangers of technology. But the real impact, especially when it comes to social media, has been largely ignored. The constant notifications, the likes, the shares, the retweets, they're not just keeping us entertained. They're creating neurological changes that might make you think twice about your next scroll. To begin understanding this, let's look at the fundamental mechanism behind it all. Dopamine is often referred to as the brain's feel-good chemical. Every time we get a comment or a notification, our brain releases dopamine. It's the same process that happens when we eat food, fall in love, or engage in any pleasurable activity. Dopamine motivates us, makes us feel happy, and encourages us to repeat the action that led to that reward. Now, think about it. Social media is built on dopamine-driven feedback loops. The more you scroll, the more dopamine your brain releases. The more you engage, the more your brain craves that reward. It's a cycle of instant gratification, and it's feeding your brain in ways you can't even comprehend. But here's the kicker. What happens when this constant cycle of reward isn't available? We see it in social media's more dangerous effects. Addiction. Researchers have found that social media can trigger addictive behaviors in the brain, similar to the way substances like alcohol or drugs do. We've become increasingly reliant on those likes and comments, always seeking out that next hit of dopamine. When we don't get that reward, we start to feel anxious, restless, or even depressed. But addiction is just the surface. The real damage is deeper, hidden beneath the surface of our everyday interactions. Social media isn't just changing the way we use our phones. It's changing the very structure of our brains. Studies show that excessive social media use can shrink the gray matter in the brain, especially in areas responsible for emotional regulation. As we consume more social media, we become less able to filter out irrelevant information and focus on tasks that require sustained attention. Our ability to connect with people face-to-face diminishes, and the concept of true, deep human connection is being replaced by shallow, quick interactions that only deepen our isolation. Let's talk about another significant effect: comparison. Social media offers a never-ending stream of curated, idealized versions of people's lives. Whether it's an influencer's perfect lifestyle, a friend's vacation photos, or celebrities living their best life, social media bombards us with the message that everyone else is doing better than we are. What's the result? Feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and depression. It's no wonder that social media has been linked to an increase in mental health disorders, particularly in adolescents and young adults. Anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem are just the tip of the iceberg. The pressure to constantly compare ourselves to others, to live up to someone else's standards, and to present a perfect version of ourselves online is taking a mental toll. Social media isn't just altering how we feel, it's affecting how we see ourselves. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, so it's affecting my brain, but is it really that bad? Well, the reality is much darker than you might expect. One of the biggest dangers of social media is its impact on attention span. You've probably noticed it yourself. It's becoming harder to focus. You're trying to read a book, but your mind keeps wandering back to the phone in your pocket. You're working, but the urge to check notifications is overwhelming. Studies have shown that the more time we spend on social media, the harder it becomes to focus on tasks that require prolonged attention. The constant switching between tasks is not just a nuisance. It's training our brains to have a shorter attention span. Over time, this leads to difficulties with memory, retention, and processing complex information. We're not just getting distracted, our brains are literally being reprogrammed to prioritize instant gratification over long-term focus and sustained effort. But there's more. Fear of missing out is another powerful effect of social media. The more we scroll, the more we see what everyone else is doing. It leads to anxiety over missing out on experiences or opportunities, whether it's a friend's birthday party or a trending event. The need to be constantly in the loop creates a sense of social anxiety that's growing among social media users. FOMO leaves us feeling like we're always behind, always needing to catch up. which only increases the pressure to stay online and engaged. So, let's pause for a moment. You can see now that social media's effects on the brain are not just temporary and can shape how we perceive the world and interact with others. But the question remains, can we break free from this cycle? Now that we've delved into how social media rewires the brain, it's time to confront a pressing question. Can we break free from the overwhelming grip of social media? The reality is, once your brain is influenced by constant dopamine-driven rewards, escaping the cycle can seem impossible. However, it is not only possible, but necessary to reclaim control over your mind and well-being. The first step in this journey is awareness. When you understand the forces at play behind the addictive designs of social media, you're better equipped to resist them. By recognizing how these platforms manipulate your brain's reward system, you can begin to make more mindful choices about your interactions online. Knowledge is power. So, let's break down the essential steps toward reclaiming your mental health and improving your relationship with social media. The primary tool to fight social media addiction is setting boundaries. The constant allure of checking notifications or scrolling through your feed can take over your life, leaving you feeling mentally exhausted. By actively choosing when to check social media, you can take back control of your time. Begin by setting specific, intentional time limits. Start by allocating a certain amount of time each day when you allow yourself to use social media. Maybe it's 15 minutes in the morning or 30 minutes in the evening. This ensures that your social media consumption is purposeful, not mindless. Additionally, turn off unnecessary notifications. Every ping or alert pulls you back into the cycle, triggering your brain's craving for dopamine. By silencing these distractions, you can stop your mind from automatically seeking out the next notification. The key is to be intentional. Social media should fit into your life, not dominate it. The second critical step in breaking the social media trap is replacing screen time with activities that stimulate the brain in healthier ways. Instead of reaching for your phone the moment you feel bored or stressed, choose something meaningful that requires focus and thought. Start by rediscovering hobbies you once enjoyed, or find new activities that can engage your mind. This could include reading, drawing, writing, or learning a new skill that provides a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment without the need for external validation. Physical activities can be a great substitute as well, whether it's going for a walk, hitting the gym, or practicing yoga. Physical exercise helps release endorphins and improves mood. In addition to boosting your physical health, it restores your cognitive well-being. By replacing time spent on social media with activities that require active engagement, you're training your brain to seek more sustained, deep forms of gratification rather than fleeting hits of dopamine. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the constant flood of information on social media. The news, the updates, the endless scrolling. This is where a digital detox can prove invaluable. Taking a break from social media, even for a short period, can help reset your brain and allow you to regain perspective. Consider doing a digital detox once a week or once a month, depending on your needs. During this time, disconnect completely from social media. Instead, focus on engaging in real-world experience, spending time with loved ones, working on personal goals, or simply reflecting. This reset can restore balance, providing mental clarity and giving you a fresh perspective on life beyond the screen. Your mind will thank you for it. Another effective tool to counteract the negative effects of social media is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment, and it can help break the autopilot cycle of social media addiction. By focusing on your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations in the present, you can become more aware of your reactions and impulses. Start by incorporating simple mindfulness exercises into your daily routine. Practice deep breathing or spend a few minutes meditating each day. This practice of awareness can help you gain better control over your emotions and thoughts, making you less susceptible to the emotional triggers often associated with social media. As you develop a stronger sense of mindfulness, you'll find that the urge to check your phone or scroll through your feed becomes less compelling. Another helpful approach is take a moment to ask yourself why you're reaching for your phone. Is it because you're bored, anxious, looking for validation? By acknowledging these emotions, you can start to address the root causes behind your social media use and replace unhealthy habits with healthier ones. While disconnecting completely is one option, the reality is that social media is deeply ingrained in our lives, both personally and professionally. However, it doesn't mean you can't control what you consume. Curating your social media environment is crucial for maintaining a healthy relationship with these platforms. Follow accounts that inspire you, that challenge your thinking, and that promote positive change. Unfollow or mute accounts that bring negativity or unnecessary comparisons into your life. Social media should be a space for growth and inspiration, not for perpetuating feelings of inadequacy. In addition, engage with content that promotes mental well-being. Follow accounts related to psychology, mindfulness, mental health awareness, and self-improvement. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can help create a supportive and uplifting digital ecosystem. Social media, despite its advantages, can make us feel isolated. It often gives the illusion that we're connected to everyone. Yet, ironically, it's distant and shallow. Real human connection goes beyond virtual interactions. It involves deep conversations, empathy, and shared experiences. To break the emotional disconnection, focus on engaging with people, face-to-face, or in meaningful non-digital ways. Schedule in-person meetups with friends, go for coffee with family members, or join a community group where you can interact with others in person. These connections are invaluable. They help strengthen your social bonds and provide emotional support that social media cannot offer. Lastly, recognize that breaking free from social media's grip doesn't need to be a solo journey. Accountability plays a significant role in achieving goals, and having a support system can make all the difference. Share your intentions with friends or family, let them know you're taking steps to reduce your social media usage, and ask them to hold you accountable. You can also join online communities or support groups focused on reducing social media addiction. By connecting with others who share the same struggle, you can offer each other encouragement, tips, and motivation to stay on track. Even though these strategies are effective, it's important to understand that breaking the cycle of social media addiction takes time and consistent effort. Your brain has been rewired over years of exposure, so it will take time to retrain it. Patience and persistence are key to achieving long-term results. By making small, conscious changes to how you interact with social media, you can gradually rewire your brain for healthier habits. The constant dopamine-driven cycle can be disrupted with time, mindfulness, and healthier digital habits. You will find more joy in the real world than on your screen. In conclusion, social media has undoubtedly changed the way we connect and interact, but at what cost? It's rewiring our brains, altering how we perceive ourselves, and leading to an increase in mental health issues. However, there is hope. By setting boundaries, practicing digital detoxes, replacing unhealthy habits with positive ones, and curating our online experiences, we can regain control of our minds. It's time to reclaim our mental freedom. By taking conscious steps to distance ourselves from the addictive loops of social media, we can restore balance to our lives and reconnect with what truly matters, ourselves and the people around us. Your brain is your most precious asset. Don't let it be rewired by a digital world that thrives on your distractions. Take charge now and make the change today.